That's one of the hardest things about a small town dealer or small time dealer like me when it comes to silver bullion is the pullbacks, the sell-offs. The pullbacks is very difficult to navigate, even though I'm able to navigate them. But we're going to talk about that in this video because silver has dumped over the last few days. But first, I want everyone to know that I do have channel memberships now. You can check out the tiers and join whichever tier you like. And we will be tweaking the perks as I get feedback from everyone. We'll try to make it as fun as possible. I'm doing some behind the scenes videos. So check that out. Also, portsbycoinshop.com is my website if you want to buy coins from us. And then we have a free Coin Help You community. You just type in Coin Help You community or get the link in the description or pinned comment of every video. I have those links for all that in there. So check those out in the video description and the pinned comment. Now, I do want to offer a little bit of a disclaimer here. This video will talk about dealers buying a little bit below melt. I will tell you this. Refineries are still in business and dealers sell to refineries all the time. When I took some gold and some different things that were damaged and some fake gold and all that to the refinery and some of my scrap gold, I never once thought that refinery was ripping me off because they paid me less than melt. I got 98% melt. So just to give you an idea, I sell below melt too if I have to sometimes, especially when you need to get that stuff removed from your inventory because it's starting to drop. If gold's going up and then I see it start dropping it dropped like $40. I knew I needed to drive up there, lock in a price and get it sold quickly instead of waiting online. So that's what I did. I saved myself because by the time the next day, if I would have waited till the next day, I would have lost another $30 on the ounce on the gold I had. So that's just one of the things I'm talking about here. It's just part of navigating the bullion and precious metals. So anyways, we're talking about the pullbacks. So let's take a look at the silver chart. So what we're looking at is the 5 years. And we know before we're down to $15. And by September of 2018, we're at the $18, or August, I should say. And then, of course, we go all the way to $18. And we're at 2020 and it drops all the way down to 12 something when COVID hit. It just, I mean, you almost think of flatline when you think of $12 now, a little under 12, a little under 13 anyway. But as things progress during COVID in 2020, it rose all the way to $28 an ounce and it stayed pretty steady. As you can see, it has started to go down here in 2022. $18, and then it starts going back up and down. You see all these little pullbacks, and we're talking January, and this pullback is February. Now, depending on how fast a coin dealer can sell their bullion, that's the main factor on how much it will affect them. So if I have someone come in and when it's 24 and they're like, I'm really ready to sell, and they sell a monster box, 500 ounces, then some more people come in and sell bullion, and they sell 90%. Okay, and then let's say I don't have a lot of customers buying because it went up. Because when it goes up, sometimes people don't buy, sometimes they do. It just depends. I'm in a small rural area. A lot of my sales are online, so I have to navigate both. But let's say no one's really buying it because it was at 18 an ounce. So now, a couple months later, it's at 24. Some people kind of pull back a little bit on it. They kind of wait. Is it going to go up? Should I sell? What should I do? Well, then it goes down to 20. So I paid $23 plus an ounce, $24 an ounce. And I still have some of this, and I've got over $4 more an ounce. Now, this is an extreme pullback. $4 is a lot. But recently, we just had a pullback here. It was at 32 was the ask, which is what you sell it for. But bids 31.49 according to Kitco. And it also depends on which chart you're looking at. So now it's down below 30. So anything that I purchased, in May or, like a couple weeks ago, I would have paid $32 for, $31 for, whatever melt was. Now I have over melt in it, which is okay. Sometimes I pay over melt. Sometimes I pay $1 for melt. But how much more of a pullback is it going to be? Is it going to pull back down to 28? Is it going to go back down to 18? Is it going to go back to 25? Those are things that you have to be concerned about. And it's not a complaint about being a dealer or not being able to sell, or because we do a lot of cost averaging, and we sometimes we'll pull back on our buy prices to average it out because you don't know where it's going to be. You don't want to pay too strong at times because you never know where silver is going to go. But when it's going up and it's strong and it stay up for a while, so what I do is I look at my replacement cost. What's it going to cost me to replace silver? Because you're only making $2 or $3 an ounce, if that. You're lucky. Sometimes you're only making $1 an ounce. It just depends who you're selling it to, how you're selling it, whether it's credit card, whether you've got a special deal going, how much you have in stock. All those factors play in on how a coin shop liquidates their inventory. So it is the pullbacks that make things a little more difficult for, like I said, small dealers. Big dealers, it's not such a big deal. It's kind of a bump because they're moving millions and millions when I'm only moving maybe thousands, sometimes only hundreds. It just depends. So I just wanted to bring that up and why maybe some dealers currently are paying less than melt when they were paying over. We're paying at melt. One time last year, I think we were paying $1 over melt on rounds, or earlier this year, we were paying, $5 up to $7 over on Silver Eagles. Now we're back to 3 and we're back to melt. I've even paid $1 less than melt when it went to 32 because you don't want to be in it too high knowing that the pullback's coming. It's coming. I don't care what anybody says. When it goes up to 32 and 30 and over 30, or even from 25 to 28, that pullback's coming. It does it every time. The charts prove that it will happen. I know this in my head, so I have to watch how I buy. I have to navigate it very carefully when you're only dealing in a small amounts, when you only have a small amount of capital, versus the larger bullion dealers who have a seemingly unlimited amount, like SD Bullion and JM Bullion. They're just moving it too quickly to have to worry about that kind of thing. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.